Hello and welcome to the Equis Financial Business Overview. Equis Financial is known as the agent's company. Over the next few minutes, you're going to find out exactly why we're known as the agent's company and what this opportunity will look like for you. A little bit about me. My name is Brett Grossman, and I've been operating within the insurance industry since 2012. I started out working in the final expense industry, eventually worked my way up through mortgage protection, index universal life, and then fixed indexed annuities, as well as doing all different lines of insurance products. And over the years, I've been able to help thousands of clients leave them in a better position than how I found them. About 2 years ago, I found a gap in the insurance industry, and that gap was training. And I started to realize that some of the companies that I had worked with and agents that I'd worked with over the years that I knew just through association, they weren't getting the proper training. So I started documenting what was happening in my career, the relationships, the good, the bad, and the ugly, all the different things that were happening throughout my day with my clients, and then decided to package it up, put it into a book form as a guide, as a way to teach other agents and to empower other agents to go out and never make less than six figures working in the insurance industry. That's what we're going to show you right now. So who is Equis Financial? Well, I own and operate Sozo Capital Partners, which is a direct extension of Equis Financial. We work in the $7 trillion life insurance industry. We're a managing partner of a larger organization known as Integrity Marketing Group, who in their own right, respectively, are a multi-billion-dollar company and have a managing partnership with over 70 companies just like Equis Financial and just like myself at Sozo Capital Partners, meaning agency managers also are given an opportunity to gain a partnership with Integrity Marketing. So Equis started back in 2016 with two agents working in the field, just like me, working with families every day. They decided to form Equis so that they can make an impact, a greater impact on agents' lives and reach many more people across the world. What they've done in that very short period of time is build a company that is at $50 million and growing every single year. We operate now all over the United States of America, and we're an agent-focused company. What we do is we vest our agents day number one. What does vesting mean? Vesting means when an agent comes on board, they are 100% independent. They are not captive. So they're contracted directly to our A-rated carriers, which means that the residuals and the renewals are with them from day one, and they will stay with them forever. So what do we specialize in? We're very similar to a Baskin Robbins ice cream shop. I use that analogy. It's one of my favorite ice cream shops that I grew up with, and they had over 55 different flavors. But would you agree it always came down to the same favorite three: chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry? Well, same with Equis. We can do handfuls of products with handfuls of carriers, but it always seems to boil down to the same top three. And these three lines of insurance will make you a fortune. Mortgage protection, which is living benefits life insurance that you don't have to pass away in order to get the death benefit. You can access up to 95% of a death benefit in the event of a critical illness, chronic illness like short or long-term disability, or terminal illness. It can be designed as term life, as permanent insurance, as a universal life policy. So there's different ways to customize these plans based on each individual client. Then TFRA, tax-free retirement accounts, better known as indexed universal life. Tax-free retirement accounts can be designed as a life planning event for a child. It could be designed as a college plan, and it can be designed as a retirement plan for adults. It allows you to mirror what the market does without actually having your money manipulated inside of the market. It also allows you to take tax-free withdrawals without penalty. So it's different than the traditional qualified plan like a 401k, 403B, TSP, or 457 plan, these plans have a lot more flexibility and they're specifically designed around a life insurance product, which allows them to be tax-free. We'll talk about those here in a little bit. And then fixed indexed annuities, FIAs. When someone has reached a certain point in time where they have a lump sum of money that they want to continue to not have any susceptibility to the market, and they'd like to keep it with security, growth. They also want to have liquidity, can be designed to have nursing home riders for the future, and it can be designed as an insurance policy to be left behind for a beneficiary. Again, we can do many lines of insurance, but these are our three top flavors. And here's a look at some of the companies that we represent. A lot of these brands are going to look very familiar. You may have someone who works for these companies. You may have worked for these companies or done business with these companies in the past. But you'll notice by looking at the logos that a lot of these are very familiar household names. So you can feel good about who it is that you're representing. So what do? We have a system that allows us to stay busy every single day of the week. And we do this through something called instant internet leads, which are exclusive to Equis Financial. An instant internet lead is when we run an advertisement, someone is on the internet, they fill out name, address, phone number, the face amount that they're applying for. A lot of times they'll even send in some additional information on an inquiry. And then within a minute's time, that lead is instantly generated and you will receive an alert that allows you to stop what you're doing, call that client, and schedule an appointment. You'll let them know that they just filled it out, you're their local representative, and that you're going to be coming to see them either later today or tomorrow to figure out a customized plan for whatever coverage that it is that they were looking for. So leads equals many appointments, as you're about to find out, which equals an income. And then what we do is, again, we customize these plans. There are no two clients that are the same. There's no two mortgages that are the same. There's no two backgrounds that are the same. So everything is going to be customized based on that individual. So let's take a look at the Equis compensation plan real quick. You'll notice that in this comp plan, it's robust, it's comprehensive. As a matter of fact, after doing this for over 9.5 years, I've had an opportunity to look at dozens of compensation plans, at dozens of bonus comp plans, and I can tell you that not all IMOs, independent marketing organizations, are the same. See, compensation, top comp is 100% important. Why would you get paid 65 or 70 or 80% when you can get paid 100, 110, and 120% for doing the same job? So in this comp plan that you're taking a look at right now, we start our agents at that 100% mark. Now, if an agent comes to us and they're already an established manager, then we can negotiate that at getting them in at an even higher contract rate than 100%. But let's take a look at the producer track on the left. Where it says 100%, you'll see that it says 17,500. When you issue pay that number 2 months in a row, you're automatically given a promotion through your CRM. You'll automatically go to a 105, so on and so forth. If you take a look at the right-hand corner where it says manager track, you'll notice that that says 75,000 in issue paid business. That would be you. That could literally be you and one other agent, or you and a handful of other agents. And once that issue paid production happens 2 months in a row, you then automatically continue to move up through the grid. You can go all the way up as a manager to 140%. And as an individual producer, you can go all the way up to 120%. That's right for doing the same job. So let's take a look at the producer bonus. The producer will receive bonuses based on production guidelines. Managers, they will receive bonuses based on production guidelines. So that's in addition to high comp. Then there's the equity bonus. If you take a look at the $300,000 mark, that's when we begin to start to give our agents equity every single month on top of top comp, on top of bonuses. You then begin to receive equity. To put it in perspective, last week we had over 500 agents submit business to Equis Financial. You would receive a piece of every issue paid application that gets issued every 30 days, non-charge backable. And it goes up level 1, level 2, level 3. And I can tell you that based on each level, that number grows exponentially. So how do we do it? How do we have such a comprehensive comp plan? How do we pay out top comp and all these bonuses with these 3 products that we focused on? Here's how we do it. Instant internet leads. Now we have a plethora of other lead sources, not just the instant internet leads, but right now we have over 30,000 of them being uploaded into our CRM every single week. So we can recruit all across the entire United States and identify people who want to win, who have a desire to win, who have a hungry work ethic, because that's what it's going to require in order to accomplish what I'm about to review with you right now. So how do we do it? Full-time agents run 30 appointments a week. Here's what they do. They book a total of 30. They're going to sit with 20. 10 are going to close. Very simple. You're going to book 30 a week. Some are going to reschedule, some are going to cancel. You're going to sit with 20. At a respectable 50% close rate, now you're closing 10 applications a week at an average of $80 a month per application. That's $960 annually. The insurance company will pay you out that 100% contract. Then they're going to give you a 9-month advance on that commission, which is an advance of $720 per application, times 10 applications a week, $7,200 a week. Now let's take into account operating cost, because in order to operate at a high level, this business structure is really geared towards somebody who wants to be a chief executive officer of their own brokerage firm, somebody who's in control of their own business. This is not a job. If you notice just the tonality of how we're explaining this, this is really geared towards those entrepreneurs out there. And as an entrepreneur, there's going to be risk. There's also going to take money to make money. So in this example, we're showing $1,000 a week in lead cost. Now we understand not everyone's going to come to the table with that budget. Some are going to come to the table starting at $250 a week or $500 or $750, and you're going to work your way up towards this magic number, which is going to get you where you need to be financially. So we're taking into account the lead cost. It's already incorporated into it. That's $6,200 times 4 weeks in a month is $24,800 in direct deposits to your bank. Times 12 months in a year is $297,600 in deposits. This is doing just mortgage protection, nothing else. When you add the tax-free retirement, the math is the same, but the premium amounts go up. Why? Tax-free retirement is known as a necessity. They don't look at it as an additional bill. So they're willing to put more towards it. Now, a lot of what we're showing you here today is we're going to underpromise to overdeliver. So we're using numbers that are actually less than what our actual clients are contributing. So at $250 a month, as opposed to the $80 a month, that's $3,000 in premium times the 100 times the 9-month advance is $2,250 in commission. Now, in both examples, you're still going to get paid the remainder 25% in months 10, 11, and 12. In this particular example, that's an additional $225 per month. You heard that correct. we're going to pay you 4 times a year for a job you did once. And a lot of these plans will come with renewals. Remember that vested day one renewal? It's going to come with renewals. And these renewals can last for a decade plus. That's why individuals get involved in the insurance industry, because it's a $7 trillion industry and there's a lot of money to be made. This will add an additional $27,000 annually to your income. So now this is the second way that we make money. There's a third way, and that's agency building. Now, look, we are not a network marketing or a multi-level marketing company. And there's nothing wrong with those industries. They're phenomenal, multi-billion dollar industries. It's just not how Equis is set up. We're more like a real estate company. And so as a real estate or an insurance firm, we have the opportunity to empower others. And let's look at it from a practical standpoint. If we're running 20 appointments a week because we're scheduling 30, if we're running 20 and we're selling 10, would you agree there's only so many hours in the day? But if I could duplicate myself, look, in today's world, everyone out there should be given an equal opportunity to have the same chance as any of us. And so if we were to hire one part-time agent, meaning I now can make an impact on 20 families a week as opposed to 10. I can make an impact on the 10 that I've helped. Then I can empower you. You're going to help 10. And now I've empowered you to go and help other people, which now allows me to indirectly make an impact on other people's lives who I'll never meet. In this example, let's say that agent is part-time and they're issuing 10,000 a month and they're at 100% commission level. And you, based on your production, you've now moved up several levels. Remember that comp plan we talked about earlier? Same example, that agent gets the same 9-month advance on the carrier advance, and the insurance company will pay you the difference between you and the agent. So they're going to make $7,500 and you're going to get a check for $750. If you were to empower 10 people over the course of the next few months, that's an additional $7,500 a month in income on top of your personal income. What if you took it real serious and you really started to understand the power of distribution, working with these multi-billion dollar insurance financial institutions, that you're bringing their products to the marketplace, you're providing value. And then when you hire 100 agents over the course of your career, that's an additional $75,000 a month. What if you just did half of that? It still allows you to be able to free up the most important assets that you can never replace. That's your time, that's your freedom. Here's how we stay connected. In the day of technology, we use social media. Why? Because that's where the millions and billions of people are. So we get Facebook business pages. We connect with other agents on our Facebook business pages. We conduct live trainings on our Facebook business pages. So if you're in the home helping a client and you missed the training, you can go back and watch. We get training from top elite producers on these pages. And every single Saturday, we all come together and do live dials where you get to learn and also be active in calling your leads with other people that are just like you, who maybe have a little bit more time in the business. Maybe they've gone through more no's, and you're looking up to them as somebody who, this is somebody who I identify with, and you're seeing the struggle that they go through over the phone, and now you can relate, and it's not just somebody new, right? We also have scripts. We have live training on the dial sessions, like I spoke about, presentation training. We do our podcast every week, and then our quarterly and annual conferences. Folks, this is a business, big business. And this is a big business that allows the average everyday man and woman like you and I to participate and be involved in a $7 trillion industry, working with top rated carriers, earning top comp, packing out our schedules, making an impact on families, and making a fantastic living while we do it. There is a requirement. You have to have an insurance license. We will get you set up with ExamFX. Don't go and try and do it yourself where it's going to cost you a lot of money out of pocket. We'll get you set up so that you get a huge discount. You take the course, 2 weeks later, you schedule your exam, you pass the exam, then we get you started with Equis. In the meantime, get connected with us. Go to Equis Financial on Facebook and YouTube Live to see those connections. You also want to get back with the individual who invited you onto this broadcast. Thank them for introducing you to Equis, and we look forward to seeing you and your name on the leaderboard.